Perfect. All right, we're recording. My sweets, I have for you today an egg carton. When you go to the store and you want to buy eggs with your mom or your dad or your granny, how many do you usually get in a carton? I cut the top off of this carton because usually the eggs sit in it like this. But I cut the top off so that we could see inside. Count with me. How many eggs are there in a carton usually? Count with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 eggs go in one carton of eggs. My sweets, when you get 12 eggs, we call that a dozen. Say a dozen. Now I wrote that right here. 12 equals a dozen. I have that right here. 1 dozen eggs means how many eggs? You have a dozen, that means you have 12. I'm going to write that up here. If you have 1 dozen eggs, that means you have 12 eggs. I'll show you. Now, if we were at school, I would be using linking cubes. I don't have linking cubes here. But what I do have are little noodles that I dyed that I use for one of our lessons for back when we talk about the Potawatomi Indians. So I'm going to pretend these are my eggs or my linking cubes, and I'm going to put one in each hole here in the carton. So 1 egg, 2 eggs, 3 eggs, 4 eggs, 5 eggs, 6 eggs, 7 eggs, 8 eggs, 9 eggs, 10 eggs, 11 eggs, and 12 eggs. So if I have 12 eggs, I have a dozen. Say a dozen. Good. So 1 dozen eggs means that you have 12 eggs. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to do something I don't want you to see. So I have 1 dozen eggs means I have 12. Don't want you to see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can't. Now I'm going to show you. Now, hopefully they stay. Now what did I do? Well, hopefully no eggs that you ever buy at the store are green. But look, I have a line of symmetry down my egg carton, don't I? I cut my egg carton in half. So the top half, I have green eggs, and the bottom half, I have yellow eggs. So I want to know, maybe I only want to buy half a carton of eggs. Maybe I only want to buy a half dozen. So half of my dozen are green. Half of my dozen are yellow. How many are in a half dozen? Count with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my top half of green eggs, I have 6. 6 and a half dozen. Let's see if the bottom is also 6. Count with me the yellow eggs. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are the same. So when I cut my dozen in half, I have 6 and a half dozen. 6 and a half dozen. So a half dozen eggs means how many? 6. 6 eggs. So 1 dozen eggs means I have 12. A half dozen means I have 6. Let me show you that in a better way. Here's my full dozen of 12. Say 12 in a dozen. 12 in a dozen. Say that again. 12 in a dozen. 12 in a dozen. Here's my little half dozen. How many go in a half dozen? 6. Say 6 in a half dozen. 6 in a half dozen. So a half dozen is 6 eggs. A full dozen is 12 eggs. Let's practice that. If we were at school, I have magnets on the back. We'd stick to the board so you guys could see, but this is not magnetic. What I want you to do is take out your whiteboard and your marker. If you don't have that, just use the back side of your packet, any page in your packet. So you see how the back side's blank? Just draw on the back of here, okay? So if you don't have your whiteboard, just draw on the back side. I'm gonna leave this up here. And I'm gonna draw down here. I'm gonna move all my noodles now. My loves, how many eggs are in 1 dozen? 12 eggs. How many eggs are in a half dozen? 6. All right, hopefully you guys have your whiteboards and your markers or your paper and your pencil. Let's pretend, I got it. Let's pretend, let's make cookies again. Last week we made cookies. Let's pretend we made a dozen cookies. So if you and I made 1 dozen cookies, how many cookies did we make? We made 12. My loves, on your whiteboard or on your paper, I want you to draw 12 circles, 12 cookies. Go. A dozen means 12. Make sure that you have 12. 1 dozen. Make sure you have 12. I don't want to rush you. All right. When those cookies got done baking, we put some chocolate chips right on the top of them. But we only put chocolate chips on a half dozen of the cookies. So if we only put chocolate chips on a half dozen of the cookies, how many cookies do we need to put chocolate chips on? 6 of them. So my sweets, you need to put chocolate chips on only 6 of your cookies, a half of them. Half dozen is 6. So just add like 3 chocolate chips on 6 cookies. Because we only put chocolate chips on a half dozen. Put 3 chocolate chips on your half dozen. Half dozen means only 6 of your cookies. The other ones do not have chocolate chips. You wouldn't sprinkle these on top, you'd actually bake them in the cookie, but I just made this up, so we're going with it. My sweets, I'm gonna give you just a little bit longer to finish. If you're done, I just want you to be patient and wait. All right, let's count how many cookies have chocolate chips on them. Count with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cookies have chocolate chips. So a half dozen have chocolate chips because 6 means a half dozen. How many do not have chocolate chips? Count with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, how many do not have chocolate chips? 6. So a half dozen do have chocolate chips. A half dozen do not have chocolate chips because a half dozen means 6. How many are in 1 dozen cookies? 12. 12 in a dozen, 6 and a half dozen. If you got it, show me a thumbs up to the computer. We're going to do this on our math paper too. Awesome. Say 12 eggs in a dozen. 12 eggs. Say 6 eggs in a half dozen. 6 eggs in a half dozen. We're going to do that on our worksheet. This lesson is super short, but we'll be talking about this over and over and over on all of our worksheets that you will remember. 12 in a dozen, 6 and a half dozen. And next week, when we can be back at school, these will be up on the board so you guys will know. 12 eggs in a dozen, 6 in a half dozen. I would like you to take out your packets. And today is Wednesday. This is the coloring page that I said you could do or you could skip depending on what you did yesterday, even though I was sick. My tummy is still not feeling good right now. Sorry, I'm looking a little gross. You're going to do your math facts by yourself. This top part is exactly what we learned last week and what you practiced yesterday on your worksheet with your grown-up when they helped you do that at home because I was so sick. So you're going to start at 10 and you're going to hop back 4 to find your number, okay? You're going to do this later. What I would like you to do, though, is turn to 103A. We're going to do this page together. You need your ruler. You need to take out your ruler. Where is my ruler? Here it is. You need to draw a 3-inch line. So what you're going to do is you're going to put that 0 on the dot. And you're going to draw it out to the number 3. Hopefully you all have a ruler at home. And then write your name on that little line. Mine just looks so much smaller than yours because my paper's so big. So 3 inches on a big paper does not look that big. Let me scooch these noodles that I just used up so you guys can see better. All right. My loves, what we're going to do is we're going to write the date today. So we are still in the month of April. And this is the last week of April. Next week, when you come back to school, it will not be April anymore. It'll be May. So we need to write April. What letter do you hear first in April? You hear A, so write uppercase A. P. What letter says P? We just learned about it in reading. P. So come down, trace up, and then give your little belly. What letter says R? You got it. What little letter, cute little letter says I. April. What letter says L? Today is the 28th, my watch says, so we need to write a 2 and an 8 makes 28. So make your 28. And then you need your cute little comma. April 28th, and last goes our year, 2021. So first goes a 2. And then a 0. And then a 2. And then a 1. The day of the week is Wednesday, so my turn first. Wednesday, 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 Wednesday. My turn. W-E-D. W-E-D. So we need to write that. So uppercase W goes down, up, down, up. And then your E. And then your D. W-E-D and then N-E-S. So you need to write lowercase n, E, S. And then D-A-Y, D-A-Y. So we need to make our D, our A, and our Y. All right, I'll give you time to finish that. All right. What number do you see here at the top of your paper? A 9 and a 4 makes 94. So you're going to trace it and write it 3 more times. Not to be mistaken with the letter P that we learned in reading. P would be so sad if you made it look like a 9. Right, when you're done, say, here's my little bunny rabbit. Count by 2s with me. Ready? Set. How many digits on the line? Go. 2, 4, 6, 8. You need to write 8 up here on this little line. There are 8 digits on that line. All right, we need to make tally marks, but oh my, we have to make 28 of them. Do you know how to make 28 tally marks? Yes, you do. And if you run out of space, you know that you can go down the side or you can squish them up here on the top. It is your choice. I will not be able to make all mine in that box, so I'm going to start going down or up. I haven't decided. But when you run out of space, just go down or just go on the top. 28 of them. Make sure you have your pencil. Ready? Count with me. Set. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tally up. 5. Keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9. Tally up. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Tally up. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, tally up. 20, keep going. 21, 22, 23, 24, tally up. 25, 26, 27, 28. Stop. You should have 5 full 5s and 3 extras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 extras. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, switch, 26, 27, 28. All right, we have a story. It says, on Tuesday, Serena counted 8 fish in the fish tank. Mrs. O'Connor put 2 more fish in the tank on Wednesday. What type of story is this? Is this a some more, or some went away? Listen again. On Tuesday, Serena counted 8 fish in the fish tank. On Wednesday, Mrs. O'Connor put 2 more fish in. So is this some more, we got more fish, or some went away, we lost some fish? Some more, you got it. My loves, take your pencil. You're gonna circle some more. All right, I have to fold this so that you guys can see this a little bit better. Please be patient. It says we need to draw a picture for this. So Serena counted 8 fish at first. What letter starts fish? Drawing fish is a little tricky, but what letter starts fish? Yes, the letter F. I want you to make 8 Fs. You can choose uppercase or lowercase, but make 8. Go. Make sure you have 8. 8 fish, 8 Fs. Then it says the teacher, Mrs. O'Connor, put in 2 more fish on Wednesday, the next day. So what do we need to do if she put in 2 more? Now we're going to make a line because she put in more, and then we need to draw 2 more Fs, 2 more fish. All right. My loves, we need to write our number sentence now down here. How many fish did Serena count first? Remember how many we made? If you don't know, go back and count. How many fish did we make first? We made 8. So what I need you to do is write an 8. She counted 8 fish. And we said this was a some more sentence. There were more fish. So what sign means we got more? Plus. You got it. How many more fish did Mrs. O'Connor put in? 2. 8 plus 2. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know how I grabbed the wrong one. Adelia's dad just said, are they supposed to be on 103A or 104A? It's supposed to be 103A. Oh, my Lanta. And I have that right here. I just grabbed the wrong one. My sweets, let's just keep going with 104. We'll do 103 tomorrow. This lesson, tomorrow's lesson is not on the worksheet at all because it's learning about feet and rulers. You know, this week is just going so well for me. Sick one day, doing the wrong worksheet the next day. Thank you, Josh, for texting me about that. My loves, I'm so sorry. If you are not on 104, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I should switch to the other one or just keep going with this one. Oh, and Bridget, you asked me that, 103 or 104. I'm so sorry. It should be 103. I just grabbed the wrong one. Ugh. All right, my loves, you know what? I don't know what you want me to do. So if you want to message me on here up in the little message box, do you want me to do 103 or keep going with 104? Oh, I'm so sorry. Mrs. Barch needs a nap. Keep going, Zaya says. Okay, we'll keep going. I'm so sorry. Even teachers make mistakes, right? Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Oh gosh, I tell you, you guys, I'm taking a nap this afternoon. My stomach does not feel good, and I'm just messing this up. Tomorrow I will take you through 103, where you'll see the half dozen and the dozen that we learned about today. Tomorrow we're going to be learning about feet, measuring a room in feet. All right. Thanks, Thea. Oh, and Jennifer, I appreciate it. All right, my loves, let's keep going. I'm so sorry. All right, so 8 plus 2. Then what sign do I need? My equals. And how many are there all together? Oh man, I apologize, you guys. Count with me. How many all together? Maybe you know what these two secret numbers make. I love you too. Thank you. Count with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Write a 10. I was like, yeah, I'm feeling yucky, but you know, I'm doing my best today. My stomach's sitting here gurgling, and I'm gonna rock math, and then I didn't. So I'm sorry about that, you guys. How many fish are in the fish tank now? So she counted 8, and then she counted 2 more. So how many are in the tank now? 10. So you're gonna write 10 again. I'm just glad I got this while we weren't all at school. All right, my loves. Now look at the bottom portion. Tomorrow we'll practice the dozen and the half dozen. Again, that will be on the worksheet. I just grabbed the wrong one because I have them both back here, and you know. It says circle the geoboard shape that is not congruent to the other ones. So congruent means same shape, same size. So look at these 4 shapes. They are all squares because each side is the same, but one is not congruent. They're all the same shape, but one is not the same size. Who is not the same size? You can point to it on your paper. The third one. This square is much bigger than these other 3. These other 3 only have 1, 2, 3 dots on each side. And this third one, they have 4 dots on each side. So circle this third shape. All right. My sweets, now what I would like you to do is look here. These are just like our secret problems that we've always done, where it looked like this. 2 plus blank equals 10. Then you had to find that secret number. Except today, they're blank. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pick 6 different numbers, and then we'll find the secret number that goes at the bottom. So let's do, for our first secret number, let's put in the number 4. Let me grab Tamia's math office here so we can count. Let's write the number 4 up top. Now, some of you might know what secret number goes with 4 to make 10. But if you don't know, let's hop. So we're going to start at 10, and we're going to hop back 4. So we're here. If you have your name tag, you can use that. If you don't have it, you can just look up here. Hop back 4 with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. What number are we at? 6. Right, my sweets, write 6 here in the blank. Thank you guys for being so patient. Don't worry, Angeline, it's okay. This is so my bad. So I really messed up today's math. I apologize. For the next one, next time I shouldn't take out 2 days worth of stuff, just one. Don't try to be so prepared and have everything all together. The next number, let's do 6 different. So if we did 4 on the top, we can't do 4 again. So let's do 1. Let's put 1 on the top. All right, so some of you probably already know the secret number that goes with 1 to make 10. If you don't, start at 10 with me, and we're gonna hop back 1. Hop back 1 with me. Ready? Go. 1. What number are we at? 9. All right, we did 4, we did 1. We have to pick a different number. Should we do 2 like the one I showed you over here? Sure, let's do 2. We have to do 6 different. That means we can't have the same numbers on the top. So if I'm at 10 and I hop back 2, hop with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2. What number are we at? 8. So right in 8. All right, we've done 1, 4, 2. What should we do next? Well, 5. Let's do 5. Thank goodness for telephones. So you guys could like text me or message me on here because, oh, guys, I feel really awful. I'm so sorry. I feel really awful. All right, we're going to start at 10 and we're going to take away 5. Okay, count with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our secret number is 5. All right, we did 4, 1, 2, 5.
Miss, which page are you on?
Sweetheart, I'm on the wrong page. I'm on page 104 instead of 103. So in your packet, I accidentally grabbed the wrong one off the top back here. Today was supposed to be 103, but I accidentally grabbed 104. So we're on tomorrow's page, sweetheart. If you need to go back and rewatch this video when I post it, you can, and then do all this part that I messed up with me on the video, because I'll post it right away after. Tomorrow we'll do the page we were supposed to do today. Minor mess up, but I still feel bad. Okay, we did 4, 1, 2, and 5. How about let's do 3. We haven't done 3 yet. I don't see a 3 anywhere. So let's do a 3. What secret number goes with 3 to make 10? All right. Let's start at 10. And let's hop back 3. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3. You're at number 7. Bridget, I wish I had seen your message earlier and I wouldn't have messed this all up. All right, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What numbers haven't we done? We haven't done 0. So let's put a 0 up here. If I have 10 and I don't take away anything, what number am I still at? If I'm at 10 and I don't hop back at all, I don't lose anything, I'm still at number 10. You got it. Still at number 10. Awesome. My sweets, We're not at school, so we can't do number 5, so cross number 5 off. All right, that was supposed to go with today's lesson, but we're not at school, so we're just going to forget to do that one. Tomorrow, we will do today's math lesson because, you know, today can't have everything go the way it's supposed to. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. All right. I'm going to give you a little message about tomorrow's math lesson. So last year when quarantine hit, I recorded all of my math lessons. Tomorrow, I will not be live for that math lesson. I will go live at 9:45 to take you through the worksheet that I messed up. But the math lesson is measuring in feet. In the lesson, I'm supposed to have kids or somebody else help me to show that my feet aren't the same size as somebody else's feet. So last year, who was home with me during quarantine? Mr. Barch. So you guys can see the real thing and see how my feet and his feet don't match up, and that's why we needed a ruler, because a ruler is 1 foot. I'm going to have you watch that math lesson from a year ago. I will text it to all of your parents, and then I'll be on at 9:45 to take you through the math worksheet, which was for today. Okay, so because I needed 2 people, and at school I would have you guys come and help me and show how your feet are different size than my feet. I'm going to have you watch the video from last year where Mr. Barch is able to help me and we measure my kitchen. So tomorrow you get to see me and Mr. Barch from a year ago. Okay, so I'll text that to your parents tomorrow so they have that. I'll go live at 9:45 with the lesson because the video is like 11 minutes. So if you start at 9:30, by 9:45 you'll be done with the video and we'll do the work. I had this all planned out. I just failed at executing it all properly. So I apologize. Thank you for hanging with me. My dears, if you need to go back and watch this first part and do this part again with me because I grabbed the wrong worksheet, I'll be posting this to YouTube, okay? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, my loves. See you soon.